Welcome everybody. Today we're doing a Nintendo collection, which consists of GameCube and Switch. I'm still working on other ones, but let's start out the collection. Lego Star Wars, the video game. You know, back in the day, they actually made a lot of good Lego games. Nowadays, the new ones, they're just kind of boring. The Lego movie game, or not Lego movie. There's a Lego game I can't remember, but that's besides the point. So we'll start with that. There's that one. The best Lego Star Wars game ever. The award-winning game. That is an absolute truth. Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Let's talk about it. Not much to say, honestly. I know I just said let's talk about it. Not much to say. I'm not really into Super Smash Bros. But of course, it being a GameCube game, had to pick it up. It just holds so much nostalgia for a lot of people. Good party game when you have guests over. And yeah, there's that. Followed by Super Mario Sunshine. One of the Super Mario games I didn't really play a lot of, but at the same time I did. It was kind of like, it was a game that came out, very fun. I wasn't any good at it, so I had to get a lot of help to playing it, which is kind of like, probably like, embarrassing. But, yeah. Resident Evil 3. By far one of the best Resident Evil games. I played the remaster on the PS4, I'm sure many know about. This is, you know, of course, probably like not much different. The box art though, by far the coolest. The back looks pretty cool. You know, everything about it screams out cool. This is probably one of my more rare titles, but the best Resident Evil, not much to say. I started out playing Resident Evil. My first Resident Evil was Resident Evil 7, so of course going back to play like these ones it's exciting. There are a lot of them are on my backlog of games that I have to play, but soon enough I'll be starting out. My newest pickup for the GameCube, Resident Evil. So, what I was saying before in my first take of this video, so I went to a store the other day and I saw it and I was super excited because I was like, I never see Resident Evil games out in the wild, you know, so I was super excited, but it was like a shady store in my opinion. They held out the game and they're like, are you interested in it? I wasn't really allowed to like hold it, so they gave it to me. It was pretty cheap. It was $15, which was great, but I mean, I'm like questioning if it's even gonna work. I mean, by far the box art is destroyed. What really worries me, they charged me, there's no manual, and this got me a little bit worried, because you can see, intensely scratched, but, well, hopefully. Pokemon Coliseum, I have no idea what it's about. I just knew I had to get it, I wanted to try it. Simple as that. Pikmin, another game. I have no idea what it's about. The best Mario Party, in my opinion. Comments could say otherwise. But for the GameCube, Mario Party 6, probably spent over 200 hours on it. Growing up, it was one of the first Mario Parties I got. So it holds a lot of memories to me. It's very important to me. Probably my most prized possession in my GameCube collection. Mario Party 5. Not so fond of this one. I always enjoyed the Mario parties every time they came out. But, you know, I still have played this. I mean, look at that. 70 new minigames. I believe this game is pretty old at this point. It's from 2005? 2004, 2005. Which is crazy to me. Mario Party 4. Not much to say. I have yet to actually play this one. It's here. Yeah, I know. You know, you guys, you know, people are probably commenting like, man, your stuff is all like weirdly conditioned. I bought this from a site. And so of course the site shows like a clean version, and then you know you get sent this, but there's face facts. I'm like, yeah, this is what it is, I guess. Mario Kart. So originally when I got my original GameCube, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the bundles or the pictures. This was actually bundled in with the GameCube, which was so exciting at the time. Because I sat there and played this game for hours. First game. So this still holds a lot of memories. It's a lot harder than I remember, which I know some people might be like, that's embarrassing. But the 100cc on here is just, it's sometimes impossible for me. Like, I'm so bad at it. Mario Baseball, gotta say, as a, you know, oh, there goes a rice box. As a avid, collector, when I saw this at a movie place back in the day, such crazy places that actually rent movies. Long story short, saw this game, rented it, sat there, thought it was one of the best games I've ever played. Mario Tennis, not much to say. I don't know how they all, both bestsellers, huh? I don't know about that. Let me know your opinion. Mario Golf. So I found this really cheap, which I was so surprised because Mario games for GameCube seem to be outlandishly expensive. So of course I picked it up and I came home and I saw why it was very cheap. It was only like $20. It's kind of dull, It's golf. I thought it'd be like crazy mini game golf, but no, it's literally just a golf simulator. There's another recent pickup. Not much to say. Never knew this was a thing. I have no idea what it's about. It's a pretty fresh pickup. Pretty complete, too. But here's the crazy thing here, if the camera picks it up. It has a, Dance Dance Revolution pad, like I'm sure people have seen it in arcades at the mall. Which is so mind-boggling to me that now I'm going to have to try to track one of these down and see how great this is. I'm very excited to try this out. Last but not least, Animal Crossing. Who doesn't love Animal Crossing? Growing up, I played this game probably almost 500 hours, which is not an, not an exaggeration. Growing up, of course, it was one of those situations like if you want it, you gotta work for it, yada yada yada, or trade your games in to get games, GameStop rules, and this game I never would trade in, and yeah. So that's all for the GameCube. Now let's talk Switch. Skyrim. There's not much to say about Skyrim. It's been released how many times now? So Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. So I found this at a local game shop. It was still sealed at the time. It was brand new. It was $20, and I never played Zelda games. They never seemed interesting to me. So of course I picked it up and I played it for a couple minutes. I just was like, it just doesn't catch my attention as much as other games. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, still nothing to say. This has been bought. I bought it a while ago. Never played it yet. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This was such a nightmare to find because I know some people might be like, you can just buy them on Amazon, or things. I like to see these things in person, especially when you're paying a good amount of money for them. Especially when you hear oh, these are now discontinued. They're very hard to find. So finding one brand new at GameStop was such an exciting thing. I pretty much remember this one on the DS. So of course that was awesome, and then the GameCube, I don't like it. Super Mario Odyssey, one of the most requested games I've seen. It's by far, I believe, the #1 bestseller for the Switch. Quote me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people have told me great things about it. Started it, didn't get too far into it, so I'm very excited to see how it plays out. Ring Fit. I don't know. Roast me in the comments today, oh man, but at the time it was such a good bundle, So I found Resident Evil triple pack. I didn't know it was a thing, and I bought it. I tried it. It's just as awful as you can imagine. It's if anything, if you're looking to play Resident Evil, I would say get a PlayStation or Xbox and play it on there, because playing it on the Switch is just awful. The controls are kind of janky. And for $40, you think it'd be good, but I gotta say, this is by far one of the worst games I've played on the Switch. Minecraft. Who doesn't love Minecraft? Oh, Mario Kart. This is a pickup I got because after playing it on the GameCube, I really had to play another Mario Kart. I found this. I've probably spent about 30 hours on it so far. Just got the DLC. I'm trying to 100% this game for whatever reason, but it is just oh so much fun. If you do not have it, pretty much a big request, big type pickup that you'd want to get. Luigi's Mansion. Who doesn't like Luigi's Mansion? I mean, I just feel like it was one of the most nostalgic days, and seeing as I cannot find Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, I had to go with this. It's very good. I've played it for about 10 hours now, and I mean, for it's Luigi's Mansion, so I mean, it's great. Animal Crossing, my wife's copy, and then this game that my wife kind of was like, yeah, we should get it, and then she played it for 10 minutes and said it's boring. But here we go. Here's what the pile looks like. But yeah, thank you for watching, and comment what you'd like to see next. I'm trying to get a camera to do vlog type things of building the game library, so hopefully we can get a better camera and an editor, because I know people, I want to grow this channel and to show off a lot of gaming stuff, so maybe an editor and better camera will be better than the iPhone recording. But until then, have a good day and stay safe, everybody.